Hey y'all, welcome to part 2 of homemade bacon. Please show your support by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. It's greatly appreciated. Alright, let's get started. Now these pork bellies have been curing in the fridge for 7 days now. Let's get these rinsed off with cool water and placed on a sheet pan with a rack to allow for airflow. Now once these are all rinsed, these are going to be placed back in the fridge for another 24 hours. Alright, let's get these into the smoker. I use these probe thermometers, which make it super easy to check the internal temperature without compromising the temperature of the smoker by opening it constantly. These can also be used in the oven. Now because I don't have a fancy pellet smoker with the super smoke option, I use this here smoke tube. It is filled with applewood chips that I'm getting nice and hot and smoldering, so it will produce more smoke in the smoker. The smoke tube will really help get that smoky flavor deep in the bacon. I did have to refill it a couple times during the process, but that's okay. Now I'm going to place these on the grill so they aren't touching, allowing for the smoke to hit all sides. Now that the smoke tube is ready, let's set that in the smoker on its side and let it do its job. Now that everything's set, it's time for a beer. Alright, about 2.5 to 3 hours later, the internal temperature has reached 145 degrees. So we're going to pull these off and let them rest and cool before we start slicing them up. Now that these have cooled, let's get to slicing. Another thing I love about homemade bacon, aside from the money saved, is slicing it to whatever thickness I want. I prefer my bacon thicker and cooked in the oven till crispy. It's the best. Now, I will be packaging these based on my needs, which is about 4 slices per bag. I'm usually the only one eating the bacon, so I don't need to keep a whole pound in the fridge at a time. So I'll keep these in the freezer until I need them. Now, I use a vacuum sealer. It is ideal. However, if you do not have one, sealable freezer bags are just fine to use. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video and learned a little something. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more tips and tricks. Thank you.